Incarnation. Imagine. Imagine being the only one standing on a new planet. Imagine standing on a black plain of rock dotted by huge mountains and rent with massive crevasses. But the rock is just a cover, simply a product of all the molten fire under the surface of the entire planet as she is exposed to space. Everywhere all around, to all horizons, the rock is churned back into the being of the planet. Then as she erupts to the surface in pillars of ancient lava and flows outwards in mighty waves of heat born from her very center, she hardens again before consuming it all back into her belly, again and again. As more and more of the planet slowly cools over thousands of millennia, enough vapor begins to form to stay above the surface. Up to this point, there was barely any atmosphere. Her winds were always simply her own heat waves, and any of that did not return inside would dissipate into space. The atoms of the vapor begin to evolve so as to coalesce and turn into almost a thing in and of itself, yet just her breath in a different form. No life known today could survive in this young air, but it aids in her cooling. Suddenly, a critical point is reached. Standing now on her night side, and while she continues to churn below, notice the air is slightly thicker and the ground beneath becoming stable. Then, almost like a double flash, the ground begins to crystallize below to all horizons. The tallest mountains, the deepest valleys, still forming and churning, just much slower than before. As areas become more covered with that sweet shield of her flesh, they become like diamond, quartz, and others. But these are not materials known anywhere today except in other newborn planets, because she still does not have enough atmosphere to hold all these products of new chemical reactions in. So, as this beautiful event is happening, something whispers to you none of this may ever be seen again. Looking up to the stars, thankful just to be there, and then another flash. The sun has risen over the horizon, and everywhere its rays touch, her breath also crystallizes. She pulls some of that back to her and breathes out more, and new crystals form. Now standing on a plain of clear crystal surrounded by water vapor too thick to breathe, and yet the sunlight blends with her, and her first rainbows appear. How can we describe the spectacle? Everywhere, all around, as far up as can be seen to other stars, as far to all sides, and as far down below towards her hot, glowing center, clear, crystal, and colors. All colors seen every day today, and those that will never exist again anywhere. For this is new air and water, born of earth and fire, its existence only her own in that moment. We know humanity is prepared to paint rainbows in the sky, as that may be. We recommend listening a bit more, perhaps, to our Earth before doing so. From what we witnessed, it was one of the first things she wanted to do as she fully awoke. See now what we have shown. She, with the sun's help, is already a master at that craft.